Previously on Shannons Supercar Showdown. The final three sat a Bathurst history test.
Well done.
Clever Glen outsmarted the opposition. Wildcard Samantha ruffled some feathers and pushed the rookies to their limits.
Oh, God, that's no good.
Before taking her leave.
Being on the grid at Bathurst is huge. I just hope these guys realise just what's within their reach.
Just 3 contestants remain. Who will Rick and Todd send home next?
Hello and welcome to Winton Raceway in country Victoria. Now this competition gets serious with only 3 of our up-and-coming drivers remaining. Over the next 2 weeks, we'll decide who wins the ultimate prize, a place on the starting grid in the Super Cheap Auto Bathurst 1000 in this.
It's breakfast time at Brit's base camp, and as the boys fuel their bodies for the grueling challenge ahead, there's only one thing on their minds.
And then there were 3.
Since I was little, I've watched Bathurst, and I've always thought I wanted to be one of those guys racing the cars, but I never actually thought I'd get the chance.
I've come so far in this competition, it's awesome to be the final 3.
I'm going into these last few challenges up against some seriously competitive guys.
So, 23-year-old Glen is calling his brother, a V8 supercar driver, for some last-minute advice.
Guess what?
Tell me.
I made it to the top 3.
Hey, unbelievable.
I'd like to get some pointers.
Get your braking right and make sure you maximise your corner speed. I think you'll be just fine.
Beautiful. Righto.
I'm here to beat these guys, and I've got to give it everything I've got.
Our 3 competitors have made it to the semi-final at Winton Raceway in Victoria. On the line is the opportunity of a lifetime. The winner will get to drive the Shannons V8 Dream Machine at the Super Cheap Auto Bathurst 1000. And they'll be backed up by the incredible team at Kelly Racing. This is a money can't buy experience. But before we speed ahead, let's take a look at the journey so far. Over the past 9 weeks, Rick and Todd have put the contestants through the ringer.
What's going on?
In a series of demanding challenges.
We're off the road.
Week 1, a simple learner-driver test nearly had super serious Jesse ready to pack his bags.
Unfortunately, we're unsuccessful today.
Being in the bottom 2 in the first week was just devastating.
But he managed to come back, scaling to new heights and claiming a victory in the go-kart challenge.
Every challenge we do, we're trying to prove to Rick and Todd that we've got what it takes.
A simulated race with Rick riding shotgun showed Victorian Glen the way.
It's been an awesome opportunity to get feedback.
What's your speed?
Rick and Todd have taught me a few new techniques,
Good job, mate.
and it's helping a lot in my driving.
Our youngest rookie, New Zealand schoolboy Andre, struggled with his braking. But he excelled in the physically exhausting fitness challenge.
Benchmark is yours. Set.
To be a V8 supercar driver, you've got to be extremely fit.
Go past it.
I was determined to hit that 16-minute mark.
That's impressive.
Our rookies have learnt the hard way. There's more to being a V8 supercar champion than just driving. Now, just Jesse Dixon, Glenn Wood and Andre Heimgartner remain.
It's final 3, and if it's a time we need to perform, it's right now.
I do not want to be eliminated today, so I need to make sure I do a better job than everyone else.
The stakes are massive. I'm fighting to make a dream come true.
G'day, guys. Throughout this series, we've tested you on everything from fitness to car control to threshold braking. Today's elimination challenge will combine everything you've learned over the last 9 weeks. You'll be competing against each other in a simulated race, complete with full pit stops. Just like Bathurst, you're going to have to hit the track on cold tyres and get up to race pace. Once you're in pit lane, you'll have to follow full pit lane procedures. And once again, hit the track and get up to pace again. It's going to be a tough challenge.
To get the best results, V8 supercar drivers need to be able to push the car to its limits, no matter what the circumstance. That includes perfect pitting.
Remember, this is your chance to show Rick and I exactly what you can do. Make it count.
There is some tough competition, and I know I have to do my best if I want to avoid elimination.
I feel a little bit like my whole career is sort of built up to now, so I've got to do my best and make it to top 2.
With so much at stake, our 3 rookies are given a sighting lap of the track. For most, riding shotgun with 2-time Bathurst 1000 winner Rick Kelly would be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. But for these boys, it's a lot more than that.
This is everything I've worked so hard for, and at the end of this challenge, someone's going home. It's not going to be me.
The next time Jesse gets into this car, he will be in the driver's seat. So he's watching Rick like a hawk.
I'm just trying to take in as much as I can, looking the lines he's taking, how he's pressing the brake and the throttle. I get out of the car and I'm thinking, like, wow, that was impressive.
It's an amazing feeling to be out there as a passenger with Rick. It's powerful, there's so much grunt, they've got a lot of grip. They're just an amazing car.
Rick's just about to take me for a drive, and I definitely am feeling a little bit nervous. I'm watching Rick and I'm just like, whoa, I've got so much to remember. I got to do my best and show them that I do deserve to race at Bathurst.
Next, do our rookies have what it takes to make it to Bathurst? If you can't wait till next week for more great action from the show, why not head to our website, where thanks to Shannons and Kitten Car Care, you could win the incredible chance to join the Shannons Supercar Showdown team at Bathurst as our official team detailer. To enter, head to shannonsupercarshowdown.com.au. And while you're there, don't forget to click on the Shannons Club logo. It's Australia's newest online community, where you can share your passion for cars, motorbikes and more. At Winton Raceway in country Victoria, our 3 rookies are about to battle it out in a simulated race.
Well, this is a business end of the whole deal. There's so much pressure on all the contestants now, and there's so many elements to what they're about to do. They've got to think about a lot more than just driving the car fast. You've got a heap of pit crew around the car. If you pull up too long or short or not in the right spot, you could hurt someone. So this is what it's like at Bathurst, and a huge amount of pressure for them.
Victorian driver Glen is first behind the wheel. He will have to complete 3 laps of the track, as well as a full pit stop. After finding himself in Rick and Todd's bottom 2 last week, the 23-year-old knows he needs to bring his A game.
I want that dream of driving Bathurst to come true, so I've got to give it 110%.
In the forefront of Glen's mind is beating Andre and Jesse. But throughout the competition, he's also had another motivation.
Not sure if Dale's brother Glen is as good a driver as Dale. Glen Dale's brother. I'm Glen Wood, not Dale Wood.
He's been competing against brother and V8 supercar driver Dale Wood his whole life.
We are extremely competitive in everything we do. You know, we're always trying to see who can go faster. But I guess at the same time, you know, he gives me a lot of motivation. And he helps me a lot, you know, with driving tactics and I guess the best way to drive a V8 supercar. When you're driving the V8, you're in another world. It feels awesome.
It's good to see that Glen's confidence hadn't been knocked around after that spin he had a few weeks back. It hadn't seemed to have affected his pace.
I pull into my pit bay and it's just perfect. I couldn't hit my markers any better.
Glen now has one final lap to clock the fastest time he can and show team owners Rick and Todd why he should be driving the Shannons Supercar at Bathurst.
I'm watching Glen and he's doing really well. He hasn't made any mistakes yet, so it's going to be tough to beat.
I'm feeling more and more confident in the car and I'll finish my run and I'm feeling excited. I've done really well in this challenge. That is so bloody awesome. You got no idea. I couldn't be happier. My whole run just went, perfectly. So I'll see how my lap times are, but I'm wrapped.
Queenslander Jesse is up next.
This is a pretty serious challenge right now. And if I can't get this right, there's no chance we'll be racing at Bathurst.
He knows he must give the performance of a lifetime to stay in the race. But beating the competition isn't something the determined 19-year-old is accustomed to.
I'm currently racing in the V8 Ute Series. This year's my fourth season in race cars, and it was only last year that I took out my first race win, and it was a great achievement. It's good to finally get the #1, top step of the podium. To be lining up on the grid at Bathurst would be a dream come true and a chance to step up in big-time motorsport.
Jesse has 3 laps to impress. But the usually focused Gold Coaster can't even get out of pit lane.
I think Jesse tends to put a lot of pressure on himself. If he takes a deep breath, it could really work for him.
I take the first few corners pretty hard, trying to warm the car up as quick as I can. I shift into 4th, flat out heading into turn 5, and I hit the brakes, and I'm thinking, ooh, I'm going in a bit hot here.
Oh.
I'm spinning sideways, and I'm thinking, there's a real possibility this could dig in and flip on its roof.
In the Shannons Supercar Showdown semi-final at Winton Raceway, super serious Jesse has just hit the skids.
I'm spinning sideways, and I'm thinking, there's a real possibility this could dig in and flip on its roof.
That's a big mistake.
Just be under the pits.
And we'll take a look at it.
Understood.
I'm just thinking, I've wrecked my run. There's no doubt about it. I'm going home.
You got it sorted, mate?
I'm stuck in 4th.
Okay, he's going.
Jesse came off the track there close to 200 k's an hour and ended up backwards and sideways in the dirt. Generally, the car can grip up and end up on its roof, so he's very, very lucky to get away with it.
Jesse is called in a lap early and is now unable to complete the challenge.
I am pretty happy that he's made a mistake because he's been pretty flawless up to now.
Drive nice and slowly back to pit lane, and I'm just thinking to myself, yep, this is probably the last time I'll ever be sitting in this race car.
What happened, mate? 3 corners in.
I've wrecked it.
It'd be a pretty big shock to him, especially going through the infield through all that mud at probably 200 k an hour. I reckon that's knocked him around, so it's going to be interesting to see how he copes with it and deals with it.
I look at the car and it's covered in mud. I thought, can't change the past, but I can help clean the car, help give the crew a bit of a hand. I decided to walk away and just reflect on the whole competition so far. To make such a stupid mistake when the prize is so close, I'm just devastated. I'm so annoyed at myself.
shy New Zealand schoolboy, Andre, is next behind the wheel.
There's a lot riding on this, so I just got to go out there and do my best.
But don't be fooled. This 17-year-old could have what it takes to make it to Bathurst.
In 2010, at the age of 15, I became the youngest ever person to win a national Formula Ford championship in the world, and that really gave me the confidence to go to bigger and better things.
I'm watching Andre. The kid looks fast. The kid can drive. Fingers crossed he doesn't go any faster than me.
Our contestants know that even the slightest mistake could result in elimination. So Andre needs a fast lap time as well as a clean pit stop to make it through to the final.
The car's feeling good, and then I'd come around a turn and brake hard into one corner. I was thinking, oh, I hope Rick and Todd didn't see that.
Young Andre's managed to keep the V8 on the track, but he's lost valuable seconds.
The mistake did cost me time because I went wide.
How'd you go?
Yeah, it was all right apart from one lock-up.
Is your tyre all right?
Yeah, the tyre seemed all right. It didn't grab or didn't have a bad vibration. So. Yeah. It is always in the back of your mind that you may get eliminated.
You've seen them in the show, and now thanks to Shannons, the insurer for motoring enthusiasts who love cars as much as you do, you could win a sensational Renault Megane RS250 Cup valued at $42,000. From one of the largest manufacturers of racing cars in the world, Renault Sport, this awesome bit of kit boasts a 2-litre turbocharged 4-cylinder engine cranking out 184 kilowatts of power.
And add to that, Grant, performance-tuned suspension, 4-pot Brembo brakes and 18-inch alloys, and you've got one very good reason to enter.
Plus, you'll be completely covered because the Megane also comes with 12 months of Shannons comprehensive insurance. To enter this exciting competition, visit our website, shannonsupercarshowdown.com.au.
I walk towards Rick and Todd, and I just think I want to be the one at Bathurst.
After the challenge, I'm convinced. The race is over. I'm going home.
I think there's no question it's going to be Andre and I left in the top two to battle it out to the end.
Well, it's been a very big day. Glen, you did a great job out there today. Not only were you very fast, but your whole race run was very consistent.
I've had some phenomenal feedback from Rick and Todd. You know, feedback that money can't buy.
And Andre, other than one small lock-up, you had a solid run as well.
I know I made a bit of a mistake, but I don't think it'll be enough to send me home.
Jesse, I must say Todd and I are a little bit disappointed with what happened out there. Yep. You speared off at one of the fastest and most dangerous parts of the track. A mistake like that at Bathurst and it would be game over.
Yeah, you're right. I'm just so disappointed in myself. One small mistake turned into a big one, and I'm going home.
But Jesse, you are one lucky guy. There'll be no eliminations today. You'll all be going through to the grand final.
I've just gone, what the hell? He doesn't deserve a second chance.
I'm absolutely blown away. I've just got a second chance. You don't get second chances in this sport.
Yeah, it is a bit of a curveball having 3 go into the final, but that just means I got one more person to beat.
But the bad news is the final race starts right now. I know you guys are tired and would prefer a good night's sleep, but after all, Bathurst is an endurance race, so time to see if you guys have got what it takes.
It's been a long day, we're tired. Mentally, we're knackered.
In just a few moments, you'll be given one last chance to drive the Shannons Supercar Showdown V8. And quite simply, the fastest time wins. Well, this is it, guys. Your final chance to prove to us that you've got what it takes to line up on the grid at Bathurst. Good luck.
Next time on the final episode of Shannons Supercar Showdown. It's a no-holds-barred battle between Victorian charmer Glen Wood, Queensland teenager Jesse Dixon, and from across the ditch, New Zealand schoolboy Andre Heimgartner.
Good luck, mate. Have a really good run. What happened?
With so much on the line, the competition takes its toll.
That was massive. He's got like a serious blood nose. Like we're talking blood clots and stuff.
I'm not sure what's wrong, and I'm really worried I won't be able to perform.
Only the fastest driver will make it to the Super Cheap Auto Bathurst 1000.
That was a good run through, man.
Fast.
Real fast.
This is my one last chance. I'm going to give it everything I've got.
Top 3, the dream's right there. I've just got to grab it.
I really want to win this, and there's no room for error.
And the winner of the Shannons Supercar Showdown for 2012 is...